The National Assembly has postponed the passage of 2016 budget earlier scheduled for February 25, 2016. This was made known at a press conference jointly addressed by the chairman of Senate and House of Representatives Committee on Appropriation, Senator Danjuma Goje and Honorable Jibrin Abdulmumini in Abuja. Senator Goje said the National Assembly wants Nigerians to know the circumstances surrounding the budget process.
And because of the observed instances that are being reported that are well known to you, from the beginning of this case, when the budget was submitted, there are a lot of controversies to the current controversies surrounding the budget. We feel that we have to come here, interact with you, make some clarifications so the Nigerians will know the correct situation of things.
In his submission, Honorable Jibrin Abdulmumini explained that the budget proposals need a clean-up because of the controversy surrounding the budget.
That particular timetable indicates that we will pass the budget on 25th of February. But as you are all aware, a lot of issues have come up. Gladly so, even the executive arm of government, they've also come out to accept the fact that there's been a lot of errors in the budget. And during the budget defense, a lot of issues of padding of the budget that has to do with overhead. In some instances, cases of over-bloated personnel cost. But generally, there's been a lot of issues. And it actually means that the Appropriation Committee will have to sit down after the entire process of the budget defense to do a very thorough work, to do a very proper cleanup of the budget.
Also, Senator Goje stated that the National Assembly will take more time to pass the budget that will be implementable.
And that's why we don't want to produce a budget that will be thrown back to us, either because of difficulty in implementation or difficulty in trying to sort out some ambiguities. We want to remove all ambiguities. We want to remove all paddings. We want to produce a budget that is clean, that is in line with what the Constitution says.
Muyiwa Bamdele reporting from National Assembly.
The House of Representatives Committee on Financial Crimes has reassured the management and staff of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, in its vision of elevating the Commission into an enviable institution capable of sustaining the current anti-corruption crusade in the country. Chairman of the committee, Honorable Kayode Oladele, who stated this during the Commission's budget defense in Abuja, said, if the much-needed zero tolerance to corruption is anything to go by, then the Commission must be supported, especially in the areas of adequate appropriation for the operational cost of the Commission and the welfare of members of staff of the Commission.
Events have unfolded quickly, with tens of arrests and prosecution of corrupt persons, as well as the return of some of the looted funds by former public officers and their cronies in the private sector. The dedication and commitment of the anti-graft agencies, particularly the EFCC, made these results possible within a short period of time. As we all know, the current economic downturns have drastically reduced projected earnings for the 2016 fiscal year. However, despite the paucity of funds, the funding of the EFCC remains a priority for the government.
Honorable Kayode Oladele emphasized that despite the current dwindling economic fortunes of the nation, funding the EFCC remains a top priority for this administration. The EFCC chairman Ibrahim Magu, who gave a breakdown of the budget, said that for the EFCC to operate like other anti-graft agencies around the world, the issue of funding must be well addressed for optimum performance.
The capital budget proposal by the Commission is for the year 2016 11 billion 422 million 991,540, includes 9 billion 26 million 127,290 naira for the new head office complex. The 2016 budget, as proposed by the Ministry of Budget and Planning, has a zero provision for international travels and tours in line with circular on the implementation of travel guidelines issued by the Secretaries of Government of the Federation in January 2015, restricting provisions for foreign travels.
The committee, however, made a few adjustments to the budget, which they asked the Commission to effect as soon as possible. From Abuja, I am Festus Ejiroge Nefifen for Ben Television.
Suites, number 1 AMO Road off Apple Trail, GRA, Benin City, Edo State. Website www.prestigehotel.com.ng. Email info@prestigehotel.com.ng. Telephone number 070-620-84038, 081-519-74044. Prestige Hotel and Suites, world-class hospitality.
As part of effort to maintain high standard and reposition basic primary and secondary education in Nigeria, federal government has inaugurated a committee to actualize the recruitment of 500,000 teachers as promised by President Muhammadu Buhari. Minister of State for Education Professor Anthony Anwuka, while inaugurating the committee in Abuja, said the recruitment was as a result of massive shortage of teachers in primary and secondary schools in the country.
About what I'm going to say now. How will we identify these 500,000 potential teachers? Is it possible to source the 500,000 teachers out of the already trained NCE and graduate education candidates? How will they be distributed? That is the teachers. When they are recruited, how will they distributed to the states? Is it on equality of states? Or will it be based on justified needs of the states? What will be the role of the states in funding and supervision of the project? The untrained graduates, those who have not been trained in education, what will be the plan in terms of training them to be qualified teachers?
In another development, National Universities Commission has called on tertiary institutions that have not subscribed to the Nigerian Research and Education Network, NGREN, to do so, as the Commission is making effort to secure funding from government to expand the size of the network as well as provide access to more services. Executive Secretary NUC Professor Julius Okoje made the call at the commissioning of the Federal University Lafia's connection to the NGREN.
I must say that we've had very many challenges. When you consider that this facility can actually reach millions of students and they include their teachers, you will not know what effort has gone into where we are today. Not so much for the funding, but the fact that You had to bring a new idea to people and to convince them about what we were doing was very difficult. We were one of the meetings when the idea of subscription to bandwidth was discussed. And Mr. President called the SGF. He said, what sort of money are they looking for? We said $1 billion and some dollars. For them, it was difficult to conceive. But let me tell you what is happening now. If Nigeria doesn't break through where we are now and make progress, it will be the largest country in the world that has no rain. And I don't want to come out today and the pressman is asking me, or pressman asking me, what about our ranking? And I asked them, how do you rank institutions where you're not visible on the internet?
I'm a graduate of the Polytechnic, not the university, but at least I know the benefit of education. And if there's anything that I can do as a chair is to leave a mark behind that, yes, I have contributed my quota in enhancing the standards and status of the quality of education in Nigeria.
It would be recalled that the first phase of NGREN was commissioned on 8 July 2014, of which 27 universities have keyed in. From Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.
The federal government, in partnership with the World Bank, has launched Business Innovation, an online platform which will serve as the main channel to growth and employment, a grant scheme to support micro, small and medium enterprises in the country. World Bank Country Program Director, Nigeria, Mr. Rachid Ben Mesert, said that the project is aimed at stimulating job creation.
When focusing in more detail on access to finance as a constraint, the poor quality of business plans, financial planning, and managerial capacity are often diagnosed as being significant factors behind the inability to attract or unlock access to finance. Today, we are launching the Business Innovation and Growth Platform under the acronym of BIG. This online platform will be the main channel through which GEM assistance is made available to micro and small medium enterprises to build their capacity of the firm and helping them get organized in order to facilitate better access to finance.
On his part, Minister of Industry, Trade and Investment, Dr. Okechukwu Enelama, said the platform will create employment through fostering the growth of MSMEs.
The launch of the big platform for which we are gathered here today would create employment through fostering the growth of the micro, small and medium scale enterprises, which I consider the unsung heroes of our economy. You know, if you look at really, I've always believed that the reason why the economy of Nigeria ticks is the micro, the small, the medium scale enterprise. Because if you look at what the formal economy captures, there's a lot that is not captured that is in the MSMEs. And I believe that as you move forward, that these businesses will also create the path for unlocking the breakthrough that we expect to see in Nigeria.
One of the components on the platform is aimed at improving investment climate by reducing the cost and risks of doing business and by providing the right kind of incentives for people to do business in Nigeria. Osam Raffle, Ben Television.